Дали европската криза ја помина најкритичната фаза?
That's hard to say, but I should think that it hasn't. I know there are predictions about, like especially this year, things to start to like improve. I fear that this is not the case, but even if things do start to improve, it doesn't mean that it's the end of everything. It's like, you know, the post-war like experiences. Even if like there is like a gradual increase in whatever, let's say, ratios we're talking about and how things are improving in the economy, the repercussions, the consequences of what has been happening over the past 3-4 years, now we have to deal with. So it is a difficult period to go through, especially if we're talking about the company. Even if the economy starts improving, it doesn't mean that it's the end of everything, because we had to deal with all the problems of the past, and there have been indeed too many problems, economically, financially.
Многу аналитичари предвидуваат дека европската криза ќе заврши во првата половина од 2013, но воедно и предупредуваат дека 2013 ќе биде многу потешка од претходната година од аспект на начин на кој што компаниите треба да ја преживеат. Вашиот коментар?
Well, this is basically what I just said. I mean, it builds on that. Analysts may do say that, but at the same time, it's not the end of like everything. We have to deal with what has been happening in the past, and of course the psychology of the people, the psychology from like, the markets, as stock markets, as well as in business. People are not very willing to invest, they're not willing to buy, and we have to change that particular psychology. Liquidity in the market is like down these days. Banks do not issue the loans they used to do in the past, and this is for also consumers to be able to purchase, as well as for companies to invest and carry on with their like day-to-day dealings. So the key is that we need to be cautious. As a like straight answer, I would say no, problems are not over yet. Even if it appears that things are improving, we have, let's say, a few more years to go in order to stand on our own 2 feet more firmly and claim that now we're starting to, let's say, grow as an economy.
Доаѓате од Грција, од земјата од која што всушност можеби и најмногу економската криза се усети во изминатиот период. Која е лекцијата која што Грција ја научи од целиот кризен период?
About the government, maybe I'm not the right person to say, but from a financial point of view and the business point of view, they have learned their lesson. The problem is now the people, or at least like a lot of them have been made redundant, and these have domino carryover effects, because when you don't have a job, you don't have money, you don't purchase, and this builds a whole new, let's say, line of consequences, like unfortunately negative consequences that we have all to go through. About lessons. The lessons they've learned now is to be a little bit more cautious in how they invest, in distributing, in expanding, maybe over-expanding and too soon, has created some of that crisis. And now, by just being more careful, they're bound to walk and make more careful steps, and in this way, they will be moving towards the right direction, but with a clearer head, without the overwhelming feeling that, I will conquer a particular market. And this is basically what we teach in business, not to, let's say, get overwhelmed by something, but have like strategically planned everything and move slowly into, let's say, succeeding your goal.